When we move, thanks again. Thanks for there's lots of stuff. Yeah, on Friday. Yeah, I'll try to go. And yeah, so probably be very. Try to drag some of my stuff onto it. Yeah, that's right. So.
See you again. See you next time.
See you again. Yeah. See you. I think this is one I saw. Yeah. I did dance.
应该收到了。现在要上线吗？Hi everyone. I hope you have enjoyed your lunch, and we will keep the vibe going in this afternoon as we had a really good time in the morning. And Is everyone ready for the afternoon innovation session?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Grandpa. Cool. So we'll start the afternoon session now. And my name is Robin, and I'm the IT ambassador for Code Fair this semester, and I'm really happy to be here to chair this afternoon session. And it's also the 10th anniversary for IT Code Fair this year, so we are really glad to be here. And first, I'd like to recognize the traditional owners in indigenous culture on this land, and we pay our respect to the elders, both past, present, and emerging. So before we officially start, let's recap the business innovation challenge. So the government is emphasizing the use of emergent generative AI tools in modern workplaces. A successful digital government requires solid foundation for service rollout. There's growing trend of government departments encountering the AI generated written content, for example, resumes and other contents report, making it hard to distinguish between the genuine expertise and the AI assisted submission. So this year's challenge, students will act as the IT startup, pitching the tools or applications to the anti-government. So our judges, most judges are from the anti-government, and for them to detect the AI-generated content. Their proposals can range from prototypes workout to any other creative presentations. And firstly, let's welcome our judges in this afternoon. So welcome, Ivan, the Executive Director of NTG Government. And welcome, Donald, and he's also attending this morning session and giving us a really wonderful speech. And he's the Senior Director of NTG Government. And I thought we will have Brad, but I think he got other commitments. Yes, I feel like big applause to him because he attended as a judge this morning. So I'd like to welcome all the 2023 Business Innovation Challenge participants, and we all 10 groups submit their final presentation. So which is impressive because compared to last year, the numbers doubled, I think. And before we officially start, I'd like to review the judge criteria. So first one, design thinking and human-centered design, developing the solution, which takes 40%. And second, handling the privacy and trust of the submitted data, which takes 20%. And third, consideration of how it can be implemented, 20%. And lastly, innovation and creativity, 20%. So the presentation time limit is 10 minutes for each group. And after each presentation, we will have 5-minute Q&A session for each group. And now let's start the Business Innovation Challenge. And let's welcome the first group, which is the tracker, SFC. Is the tracker here? Or name tags.
Let's go with criteria out of 10.
Just don't worry about this one. Just go on to the slides. Let me just check the camera. Okay. Yes. Okay, and then you can go to the slides.
Shall we start? Hello, a very good afternoon to everyone. I'm Sanjana Farah Chaudhary, and with me I have my teammate.
Hi, I'm Faiza.
And our application is named the Tracker app, which will be our assistant for you to tracking your AI generated contents.
Sorry.
No worries. We are taking a little bit rest.
Oh,
You just go.
Okay, just do that.
and share that. Share the desktop. Maybe better so that we can make sure we have everything ready.
Like we can see it here.
Hmm?
It's coming here. But it's not coming here.
It will. Oh. Let me do a slideshow.
It's working. Okay, can you move it? Like if you move to it's black.
Just a minute. You do it before the okay, you got like slideshow. Just a minute.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, we are back. So this is going to be our assistant for you to detect your AI generated content. Let's dive in. So what we are planning to do is we are going to give you a web-based application, which will, the primary feature of this application will be, it will be able to detect the AI generated contents, and there are going to be some added features like it will be able to analyze the optical characteristic recognition. That feature will be added. So that means that any kind of handwritten documents will be analyzed as well. Because the AI generation, the artificial intelligence is pretty much everywhere now, and the market is really bumping. Every day we are getting new features, new programs, which will be helpful for you to generate something, but which is a problem for the organization. That's why we understand that the market is booming, and also there is a huge prospect for this application. And the main people, the client for these applications we are expecting will be the government agencies, the corporate bodies, educators, and sometimes the individuals as well. Now let us talk about that what we are going to need to build this application. We will build this application using the Python language program, and we are going to use Flask mainly. Using that, we are going to establish this web application. To ensure that AI generated content detection, we will use GPT 2.0, and with that to get the similarity of the contents and the whatever the we like from which web sources the contents are coming. To get that, we will ensure embedding databases, existing databases, and also web scraping. That's how we are thinking of doing it. We will actually embedded this application with our clients' websites. So they are going to be ease of use for them, and that is one part. Now, Faiza will give you a little bit more idea about the feature where the application will be useful for the optical character recognition.
Hi. So moving forward, since Sanjana already gave you an idea that we are adding the feature called OCR in this. So in these job sectors nowadays, because of ChatGPT and lots of AI applications, you know that people are misusing it. They are copying everything from there, and even sometimes they even generate their cover letters from there. So we actually developed this idea in order to add it to the points where we upload our CVs and our cover letters, and it will ensure that our cover letters is written by us and it's not an AI generated piece of paper. And also moving forward, yeah, our selling goal is to the AI detection has to be perfect and it is accurate and it's not giving any source of other kind of misused information. And also it has a plagiarism detection. It will eventually say you, once you upload the documents, it will give you the amount of percentage of AI contents in the document. So, and also the speed and all the other accuracy and versatility will be unmatched. And the development plan, since the UI design and the user experience design is always the first choice while building up an app, since we will be using the HTML, the Flux environment, and Python, we took all the development phases into account so that it's user friendly and every age group can use it.
Okay, before diving into the prototype, I will just add one thing. That is, when we were developing this application, we are thinking about Northern Territory government actually, and we felt that Northern Territory government is not only about the official document, it also governs the schools. That's why we are bringing this optical character recognition actually, because eventually now it is AI is popular to particularly in higher education, but eventually it's going to be more popular in primary level school as well. So eventually we will need documents which will be though it will be handwritten, but maybe they are going to be content actually produced by the AI. That's why we are bringing this feature. So using this, ultimately, futuristic investment for the entity government for this application will be they can use it to the schools to understand that whether there is an AI generated content used or not.
And also to filter out the number of applicants so that you can know that which applicants are real and who impose the perfect skills for that specific occupation.
Cool. Let us give you a little bit idea about the prototype.
Is it coming up? It's not showing
Here. It's not. We
You have to wait. We'll stop the. Can you stop here? Is this it, right?
yes.
Oh, is that sound?
No, there's sound.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, for instance, the way we have thought that okay, we're at first deployment stage, we are going to add it with the NTG's application portal. So we are giving a little bit idea. For instance, this one is the application portal of NTG, and we will start from here. So as an applicant, when I'm applying here, this will be my first screen. Then I am submitting my document. And from the NTG's part, they will go to the Trackers application and they will log in using their login ID, which means that only authorized persons can access to this application.
It will automatically come up, so you don't have to generate it yourself. It will automatically show the percentage of AI content in the resumes or the documents getting uploaded by that NTG pages.
So that's the login page. After login, option will be there that whether there is a report on CVs, reports on cover letters, report on task. We have added the report on task because we have seen that sometimes NTG actually asks you to do some task. Here is like, for instance, if I select report on CVs, and we will get all the applications which is already analyzed by this tracker. Then if we select one of the application, we will go to the next page where the web application will show you the percentage of AI generation, possible sources from which companies are coming, and also it will give you a caution that though it is totally computer-based analyze and human intervention is needed to make a good judgment with the application. So that's all from our part. So yeah, let's.
And also within these, we wanted to add the feature of image recognition to the pre-trained models of Highness and other TensorFlow. But to do that, it requires a lot of technical programmings and other sources as well. So since Sanjana already showed you that sometimes NTG government, when you get higher, like when you get through the first stages, you sometimes applicants are asked to sit for a video interview or even a video kind of task that you can see that the candidate is typing in the exams. So in order to do that, we also try to add the image recognition in it so that we know that it's not an AI generated face or anything. And yeah, it depends on the movements of the face and the muscles and stuff and the blinking rates of the person. So yeah, we also tried to add that feature in, and also audio recognition. So yeah, and also that OCR, it's not only limited to converting only handwritten text to a tag document, it will also convert any images to a document type, which will encrypt any sorts of hidden information within the picture itself, so that it's not harming your technical stuffs or any kind of PCs. Yeah, that's our approach.
That's all from us. So yes, let's produce our own contents and don't take advantage of AI.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any questions you want to ask?
Mostly, I just wanted to thank you for the presentation. Very good.
Thank you.
I like that you went beyond just the pure scope that we thought about government and schools. To think about the use of AI, challenge that students using AI should be presented as well. And also that your scoring was a percentage, like this much of the document was probably produced by AI.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll just add to great presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sometimes we have technical problems and we just can't.
Yeah,
It's all
deal
right.
with those. I thought it was good that you issued inspiration of existing into government websites like the employment pages and tried to blend to as well, because it makes it a bit more real life. Although when I looked at it, I thought the intergovernment needs some work on its presentation as well. But thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Let's thank again the tracker group, and we're going to the second group, which is business innovation for P. Is business innovation for P here? Okay, so we move to the next one, the IT ladies.
Thank you.
We have this one. We can leave to.
Here we go.
I say
I do.
Okay, good. Good afternoon, dear judges and dear friends. May I ask you a question? Do you like using AI or do you trust AI? Actually, AI has been a part of everyday life and it's a blessing and also a curse. It's unstoppable. So our business is try to use AI to empower digital governance. Before we dive into our business, I would like to introduce my team, IT ladies. Perhaps you're gonna meet us in the morning. So I'm Kate, this is Jay, Anne, and Joyce. We're happy here. Sorry. Yeah. Shall anyone claim AI made contents be his or her own ideas? Or shall we trust that content generated by AI is true? Seek integrity and seek truth is the right thing to do. So we're on the right track. So our mission is quite straightforward, to distinguish the AI-generated contents from human-made contents. I think it sounds pretty simple, but it's very complicated. I think there's one way we can make breakthrough, is AI is actually a kind of reflection of human mind. So what shall we do? Currently, there are many tools and algorithms available in the market. We try these very good products, but it has limitations, like their model design, the detection skills, and also accuracy. So there's nothing we can do. And what we actually want to do, because we provide IT services and solutions for your company, for your organization, we want to know what exactly the attitude towards AI, what exactly you need to do with AI. And so we want to know your requirements. We want to design not a general tool for the markets. We want to provide a customized tool and solutions for your company, like anti-government. This is our vision: seek integrity, AI human cooperation, and continuous development. You see the right hand, this is generated by AI. It's not perfect. It's arrows, spelling arrows, but we embrace action because there are a lot of things we can do. And in the future, I assume that AI generated contents will be everywhere, but human ideas will be rare. So it's our duty to protect human ideas. But right now, we need to work with AI to produce good ideas. And this is our value: integrity, innovation, transparency, and accessibility. And we also have AI detection business plan. And we analyze the markets. We also know our technique available in the markets. And also, we need to know, we need to seek partnership. We need your support and your investment so that we can make our business successful and possible. And we want to provide solutions for your company organization, so we need your support. And this is our strategies. And the first thing is build a model. I think the most important thing for building a model is data. We need to feed the model with the accurate data we need. Instead of generally collect all the source data, we need to know what kind of data you want, what kind of AI company you want to detect. So our model will be based on the database you provide. And also we need to analyze the general model available on the markets to collect data. We need to know the AI generated market. So these are big projects, but I think we can do that. And for data pre-processing, I think the idea is quite simple, but it's also complicated because they are just machine, computer stupid. But we need to break down the information. We need to allow the computer to understand what information means. So we need to find the patterns. And for feature extraction, there are a lot of things because I think AI and the human, they are quite intelligent. They're similar, but they are quite different. Because for AI and the human, we can see that are like the writing skill, writing style, sentence length, and emotion density, and consistency, and also error rates, word choices diversity, vocabulary richness, and all those things improves for us to detect. And the model, we will select other models, but one thing is quite clear: no perfect model. We need to test different kind of models and find a solution for the particular problem. And these are our strategies. We have multiple strategies, but due to time limitation, we can only provide 3 strategies. The first one is adaptive learning system. I think it's quite straightforward. Why is adaptive? Because Suppose that a new generator AI model is released market, and it's a new writing style. You don't know that. First, using this system, you can detect because the feedback from the detection can be used in the system. So we realize that a new AI model is released. So this can be added into our model. So it is actually self-involving algorithm. And the second strategy card is cross-model verification. I think it's quite simple because we will not stop only on the text. We will expand to the video, audio, images because we will not only see the single pattern of information. So when we do this, we will know, like, for example, resume claim that's this person's proficiency in producing a particular software, but turns out attached documents like video, images, not good. It cannot inconsistency can be detected in this area. So this is cross-checking is very powerful. And also the third one I think is outstanding. We want to use the cloud wisdom. How can you use cloud wisdom? Your company can be a community. Your employees, your clients, your sponsors, your partnerships, all they can be the community. So what should I do? So for example, if like questionable articles, you don't know whether it's AI generated. You can upload to the system and we can vote. Everyone can voice their opinion. And the reason why we want to do this is that we want to add another dimension to the AI generated, the comparison. The algorithm can give us an answer result, but at the same time, human beings, we know exactly what we want because we can, at first glance, we know this is machine made, this is handmade, but these instincts can be transformed to the algorithm. We need this feedback. So we need votes. We need to understand how human can have such instincts, how we can apply to the machine. At the same time, I think at the same time, we can integrate the kind of culture or brand in the company that we seek truth, we seek integrate, we protect ideas, and also we promote innovation. For data privacy, I think it's common sense. We need to protect data. But here, I want to share a kind of my vision that privacy, we instead of just like keep protects, maybe in the future, all the data or the real data or distribute protect how? We need to give certificates like blockchain technology. This is human idea original, so we need to protect it. It's a special kind of sequence of unique identity. So this is the real data we can trust. So in the future, when we trace the data, we know, okay, this is data we want, but this is true data we can trust. So this kind of idea like cash, how we know this is the cash, the real one, or the fake one, I think it can be applied in the future. And also cybersecurity, I think the point should be the cloud environment. This is some parts, it's kind of too big, so we need to dive into about cybersecurity. Okay, so I will skip that, but because our target customer will be anti-government, definitely here, and also we would like to work with CDU, other healthcare. Because we want to provide like personalized services and IT solutions, yeah, so we want to cooperate with those organizations. Last but not least, I will share with you about our user face. Yes, welcome to the AI digital governance community. And you can input and upload the contents you want to detect. And this is part like the algorithm results and the voting results. And you can share like everyone in the community can voice. They can make decision. And also we will share the reason so we can improve the model. We can transform the human wisdom. At the same time, this website display, and this is how we upload, and this we generate reports. We need to break down. We need to know which parts are generated by AI, which parts by human being. Instead of just a result like, okay, this is AI, this is human. No, we want the detailed result. We want to know exactly the result. So this is our presentation. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, I really hope that we can make this business possible. It's really a big market out there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Great presentation. It's good to see that you first thought was around what the question is about protecting ideas, recognizing and then the deeper analysis that I saw towards the end there, where it's not just AI or human, it's a mix. It's just the depth that you
Yeah, I also thank you for the detailed example for that moral question as well. It feels like a passion you have. So I suspect you enjoy working with AI, but you want to use it for the right sorts of things. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well done. Thank you very much.
So thank you, IT ladies, for their comprehensive presentation. And now we'll move to the next one. Text tracks by Codex.
We have to do online already. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Oh, there's two. There's two files. I only got one. Yeah,
With
we
the
have
text,
to give them like zip file.
yeah. They should be in like the file with just example.
Yes. You sure? See the reading?
Yeah, we can.
No.
I'll check it again. Easy.
Fine. Yeah.能吃，那个有点重新下一个。没有了，直接下下。啊，对对对。放哪儿？放哪儿了？在下载里面。然后有个档案。啊，没事。
Don't worry.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are Team Codex, and today we're going to present you our IT generated content detection solutions. Okay, let's quickly go through our agenda today. So we're going to introduce our team. Then we're going to talk about background of our solutions. Then we're going to talk about a little bit of the features of our solutions. And then we're going to talk about the feasibility of implementation of our solution. And last but not least, the question part. Okay, let's start. So this is our team. We have Jay joining us from online. Jay, please say hi. I don't know if anyone can see it, but like he's saying hi.
Maybe I can speak from. I'm Jay.
And Roland and myself. Okay, so what kind of problem do you face right now? With emerging AI tools, as far as I know, like GPT 4.0, and also some Google Bard AI, there are so many more other content generation tools in the market. But as they have provided us with the convenience and the ease of use to generate content, there are also problems with them. So, for example, like plagiarism, like biased content, and also like inaccurate assessment. So it's not just a government or like academic institutions' responsibility, but it's one of our responsibility to promote the fairness, creativity, accuracy, and security in our society. So it's the time that we have to face this problem. As we have done our research, there are some existing tools already in the market to provide such solutions to detect AI-generated content. For example, like GPT-0, which is focusing on text-generated content, and also like HGCX, which is based mainly on Chinese language, and also other tools. But after research on those tools, we have realized that they all have certain kind of limitations, especially accuracy. So we have come up with our own solution for that implementation. So Rohan will take over from here to introduce.
Thank you, sorry for that. Let me install the system. Working correct? Perfect. Hi everyone, I'm Rohan. Most folks already know me. I'll introduce myself. I'm the editor from IT. And I will just let's talk about the solution. As we know, there's AI detection tools are already there, and also there are AI tools, say BART experiment. But the question is there, why, how our solution can be better from others? So we researched through other models and different kind of available models on latest to the old generation and ideas. We go through and we see what kind of tools and what kind of methods they are using. One of the key things we had difficulty with the solution was to finding the algorithm. No one was giving us algorithm. So we have to use first engineering to get the data. You can say, trick the AIs, trick the models to get that secret data. And then we come with a model. And then we could name as a text tracer. It explains itself that a text which is traced by AI or something other thing. That's what it's mean about. I'll move to our features. Our features about this topic is more about, it's focused on the data of the AI generated and the data generated by humans. We are collecting all the data available in the online, and we're collecting it and putting it in separate database, which we're gonna create just for that. That's where how it's using that data to increase the accuracy. Our algorithm is taught based on the BERT and GPT, which are the transformer model. The transformer model is the latest and powerful model compared to other ones. Reason that Google is using it even because it have more understanding of content. And in ChatGPT, if we say ChatGPT, the GPT is just actually model name, which is using it. The question is why we should use this model, right? It's superior in the data, it understands the content. We know we are using AI generated tools, we have the content it's generating, but we need to understand how it's producing the data. So this model is from that thing. We are using their solution against their, as a T for tech. So it has ability to read data from different directions. It understands data, it understands how it's going to implement inside the data, such as subvert and patternization. This is where how other AI works actually. Then it has more understanding of natural learning process actually compared to others. Let's say Web2Vx. It's also a natural learning process, but it's more advanced than current ones due to its understanding of content. Let's move further how it works. Here I'm comparing the different models which are available. That comes to our model. Our model works on more about its own self-learning. It's automated self-software. It doesn't need supervision for that. As we understand, we're working in, we want a system which can learn themselves. That's why we call AI detective. It's learn one to learn itself. So this is how it works. This model is learned itself. It's the same GPT, it's generative content. It's the same model, it's part of it. And what it do, it has its own vocabulary. Means it doesn't run out from the word. It uses itself and generates it. Because it has understanding of a human habit. As we use different words to describe something. This is how it uses different words to generate a content or understand the content. So this is how I do it. But now, let's look at further that how it do it. So as we can see, there's GPT and there's BERT. The reason GPT is more sequence for the generative data. Means the data is already here, and we generate it, but it doesn't learn from it. So the data we have is the only limited to certain point. Means we cannot go further. We can get some solutions which are limited, but we're not beyond that limit. So that's why we use BERT. It's self-learned, it has its own pattern. It doesn't go one by one. It goes throughout the topic with different angles, from left to right, read the text, and it understands like a sentence or phrase and try to guess a word. What is going to be a human going to think or an AI going to think? As we know, that AI changes the content by using paraphrasing, which he paraphrased the content, meaning changing the words, changing synonyms, and using perfect grammar. So we understand by understanding that content actually. So it's important for us to not use GPT, rather use the BERT, because we already have a content, but we want to understand that content. That's why how we know that this is generated by AI or human based. Yeah. So as I mentioned about the left to right content, what it do is it goes on back end, it's also go on front. It's go and scan the text and then see, in other words, how you can change it or how you can actually duplicate different ways. It's reflect the data, it changes the data which is inaccurate, or example is Rohan and there's Rohan and Rohan. So there's no point to data to change it. So it's gonna correct it to make the data normalized. So it have more accurate solution to. And that's why it have more less content which is irrelevant. So we have the data which is accurate. As we know, if you have the correct solution, you get correct data. And that's very important how to manage that data. That's the main thing. I don't work. Thank you. So let's talk about how we can implement. We talk about how the system's working and everything, but this is very important how the process is going to work. Will it work or not? So we're going to collect the data, which I say human and AI generated data. Then we're going to do the pre-process, which is normalization of data, such as some data have HTML text or special characters. We have to remove those data so we can remove the data redundancy. So we have accurate data which can go beyond and with further outputs. Then we have the prepared model through our languages, and we put that data, we organize it how way we want to represent it, and then we are training. For training data, the experts advise that you use 30% data to train it, and 70% data you keep to one side. Then we have more data to use, prevent. So as we say, our model learns itself. So it helps that we can run that adapted 30% data, and then we can use other more. That way we will not run out from the data. As it's very hard to get so much data, and it will be hard to manage. So that way we can prevent that kind of issues to managing by 30 to 100%. Then we have feature inferring, trump recurrency, and combining. These trumps are based on one of the works. These words are based on, so they understand the word's limit, where some words are mentioned in different fact, let's say safe words and rarely used. This compares data, recognizes it that data is connected to same human or yeah, each other, and that's identify the source where it's come from, regarding the data.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Sorry,
will you add bill?
Is it 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
It's 15 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry about it.
Sorry for the question.
We thought it was like 15 minutes.
15
Actually, we
minutes.
still have like a few slides. So
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
So we
Really
want to
sorry.
see the prototype. That's very important for us.
Gia, can you unmute yourself so that if you want to ask some questions?
Control.
Yeah.
So this is our generated model ourselves. And now we're going to give an example. We have this article. We're going to test out how it's going to work. So as you can see, this article, now it's very hard to know that if it's an AI generated or it's a human generated content. So let's put in the system. We're gonna upload the file. Downloads. Sunday. Now this context has been identified. As we can see, it shows that what content in the brain is actually by AI generated and how much percentage actually contained. And also shows that what resources contained from. So that's where we know kind of thing. This is the basic model that we're using it to show how we can actually detect by percentage. So that's what we wanted to show. Sorry, we're running out of time.
Right. No, that's really good.
We're very sorry that we're running out of time, and actually still have a few slides. It's more about the implementation, like project management side, like how many months, how many time we need, and like how much money, like the investment we need for this one. And anyway.
Thank you very much for that. It was a really good presentation, and you did go into a lot of detail. And I liked that you're using the models against themselves or against the models that are out there people are using. The question I had is, of the other tools on the market, it sounds like from your view they're not using things like BERT at the moment. So
yeah, they are more focused on GPT or the previous models, and based on new research, and these models are more accurate, understanding the content-wise. So those models are based on generative content, but not understanding the content.
right.
That's right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Jim. I guess I just have one question as well. Technically, it's quite a strong presentation.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if it was at the end, think about how do you go back to have some sort of human look at that. So you go, I think in your example, this has a 58% probability that it was generated by AI. At what point do you bring that back to a human and say, what should we do with this?
So, sorry, like in other words,
so you create a tool,
Yeah.
and the tool can do the analysis. I think there's a step that comes after the analysis, which is how do I use it to make a decision? What do I actually do with that?
so how it works. So basically, how do we analyze this? Oh, how we do it is result
So
actually.
it has a human analyze it again. So you got a machine.
Yeah.
But does the human do with the output?
So once we got this output, we matches the output we have. So we know that we are training this model based on the output. We know this is accurate. Let's say this output is actually from human. Now we test it out to the AI because there's been content. This is very formally written, but AI have some tools have detected as the AI content. It's actually completely human content. So based on that one, we can test out the actual original content we know is accurate, and then we test out a model with different ways to, like, let's say, different vocabularies and everything. And does it actually understand that if it's actually from human or AI? So that way it uses a pattern. Like it's just like a jackpot machine. You know, like we got 666 jackpot. So it's actually rolls out with the different words and come up with that line. Okay, so this line matches with this line, accuracy. So that way, so it needs more data, and that data will be trained by unsupervised, but we need to have the human analysis to look around if the data is accurate. So once we do it, and then we check if this data is actually is the accurate 100% the way generated. There's limitations between, because as we have ChatGPT 3.5 and become 4 and then more, based on as they change, we need to train our model. Because so if we train the model, we need to gain more data. The BERT thing is, but specialty about him is it's actually trained himself actually. So it doesn't need more about human involvement. A lot of them to put the data, take the data out. But if a ChatGPT actually needs data which is present and then it represents. So it doesn't learn from itself, but this one it learned itself. So this is one of the unique things to analyze that AI content.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and we will welcome the next group to Origin.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Origin. I'm Rafi.
I'm Yuvan.
I'm Anu.
So we'll quickly taking you through what we have prepared. Speaking about the background, we'll quickly dive into what's happening in the real world in the market scenario. So from the charts, as you can see, the first chart is provided by Click Resume, and it's a statistics taken from 2022. We can clearly see that as we move forward in the months, by the month of November, there's a high peak in the graph. And Click Resume's AI has given us a result that's around 70,000 people have used AI in their resume. They've taken the help from AI to build their resume or completely make their own resume as per the job description that they're applying for. And in the second graph, by resume.com, you can see that there is a higher growth of ChatGPT generating resumes. Candidates are applying for their particular job that they're interested in. So from this, you can see from this bar, we can see it's at the higher end. So it's not a surprise anymore that use of AI is developing every single month, and people are indulging more into AI in applying for jobs or even in academics. And our application True Origin here solves the inefficiency, and basically we are trying to take the load that is currently on the HR department or even HR consultants, because they can focus on the part of jobs while our company takes the headache filtering the right applicant for that particular job role, that particular company. So this is just a scenario. I would ask you guys to meet John, who is frustrated HR, Tim, our general candidate, and we were very creative with the company name, so we chose ABC. And so here with Mr. John, he's an HR who's very frustrated in the company, and he is spending hours to find the right CV, find the right resume, which is not AI generated, which is genuine or genuine candidates, and hence he's losing out on hours that he can uh, work on other stuff of his job role for the company. And this is Tim, who doesn't look too happy, but Tim is a genuine candidate who has a certain set of skills that is relevant to the job role, but he missed out on that opportunity because there's another candidate who used AI completely to build the resume. So they got the keywords right, the skills right, but in reality, that other candidate does not have that much potential. But sadly, Tim didn't get through, the other one did. And this is the company who is suffering altogether from these two scenarios because Mr. John is not able to give his precious time, the other more important job role of HR, and the company is not ending up getting the right candidate for the particular job role. Talking about the market opportunity, for the first line, you guys can just read. Lucas, who is a senior reporter at Computer World, states that job seekers are using ChatGPT to create resumes. And overall, if you look in the market, uh, 69%, every 7 in 10 people are using chatbot to prepare their own resume. And advancements in AI and machine learning, the global AI usage is generally increasing every year. And these are just some market size numbers that we have put in the last 2 months. Uh, that just depends on how much AI is growing by every month.
So we devise this based on all of these 5 points. So detecting AI generated content, keyword stuffing detection, AI video audio detection, communication patterns, and tagism. So AI content means just they just generate something in ChatGPT and just copy and paste. So we are trying to detect those kind of things. Keyword stuffing detection. Sometimes those detection algorithms may not work with keyword stuffing. Like keyword stuffing detection is used in while doing Google search. For example, in resume, if we use ChatGPT to create some description regarding like marketing or something, it will say like I did social media marketing with digital media, I did marketing something. But we as humans, we just need social media marketing. That's it. We as humans will just write that. But in ChatGPT, it will write some complicated things, which will mean the same. So keyword stuffing detection can detect that. Another thing is video audio detection. So we wanted to do some innovative things. So major conglomerates around the world like Google, Facebook, they during their hiring, they try to ask you to do your submission, like talk about the economy of Australia, talk about the economy of Northern Britain, upload that one. So there might be some deepfake algorithm used to create this AI generated video and audio. So we can even detect that using this publication pattern verification. Some people are like, okay, I'm just going to put my professors or my friends' publication into my resume or my friend's pattern, because the pattern won't be in the original candidate's name. So we need a verification system. This is mainly important because a lot of fraudulent things are happening around this particular topic. Another one is practice update. Some people does not have the mind to even just customize their own resume. This is copy and paste it. So these are the five our tool is based on. And we took an example scenario. This is a job description. It is based on a lecture for information technology. And what we did this, we fed this to ChatGPT and asked it to create a resume. Right? So this is the two resumes we created. So just resumes, and we compare those resumes. And if you can see clearly in this highlighted thing, you can see that this thing and this thing, they are similar. So seeking the position of seeking the role of skills, data science, AI, ML, computer engineering, AI, robotics, both are like the effective communication, strong communication. They are both mostly like the same thing. So based on how similar the generative AIs create the resumes, we have created that tool. So if you go to the next slide, okay. So our AI generative tool detects AI generated content for both resumes and videos. So this is for resume. What we are doing is we are there's something known as GPT-0. GPT-0 was created by two Stanford uni students. They were like, you know what, my friends are using ChatGPT to get assignments. Why the heck they are doing like that? Let me just create that. So they created something known as GPT-0. So if you just put it, let's say like what percentage of AI content is. So our tool is based on that, and we are also using the keyword stuffing detection. We are integrating that with keyword stuffing detection. We go next. Yeah. Next one is AI generated video and audio check. We have something called deepfake detector, and this also detects the if audio is also AI generated, and we are integrating our own customized deep learning algorithm to in order to get more perfect accuracy. So next one. Yeah. Now.
I'll explain the product now. So this is our homepage of True Origin application. As you can see, this is our tagline: unmasking AI in resumes, revealing the true talent. So this here the user can. So in our app, every user has to log in for use it. So even if it is a free user or a subscription-based user, everyone has to log in. So either they can sign up here or they can use their Google account or Microsoft account. And this will be the homepage. So we made it very simple to use. So we have the video, document, and zip options here. So if the user clicks on video, and this will be the page. Here they can either drag and drop a video file, or they can add the video using this button. Once they click analyze, they will get the result like this. So there is no point in getting all the details for an HR. Right? So he's not interested in the details. He just want to see if the candidate is right or wrong. Just want to filter it out. So he'll get a percentage of original content, AI generated content, and plagiarism in a snapshot, and we can decide if you want to select the candidate or not. Next is document analysis key. It will be the same like that. This is for one document. They can add one document here and analyze, get the result like that. Also, they can download the result from here. And this is bulk analysis. So, say for example, for HR people, they're having a bulk resumes like 200, 400, 500. So our applications will allow. So we can just those resumes in one folder, and they can drag and drop it here. They will get a result like this. In the alphabetical order, they will get the file name, the AI generated content, algorithm, original content, and also the overall probability to be AI generated, high, very high, low, or very low, according to the percentage. So yeah, and that was the version 1. So in version 2, we are still thinking to enhance our product by accumulating these features like bulk video detection. Now we have only option to add one video. So we will enhance our application to include more videos, like maybe 20 or 30 like that. And also highlight in resume. That is not important as an HR, because you don't want to give a feedback to the candidate. Your resume has this content AI generated like that. They just have to, but in future we can also add that thing. Also, we can incorporate the resume filtering thing also, and also we'll do something kind of LinkedIn verification. The candidates will be providing their LinkedIn profile.
the LinkedIn and check if the profile is in with the resume. Yeah.
As we help the companies, we also need to make money as a startup. So this is just our business model. And yeah, subscription-based value-added services, enterprise solutions. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Look, I really want to thank you about the that you've taken around looking at it from documents and ways in which the use of impacting government activity. I also think it's great that you guys use ChatGPT in that way to understand and see what is doing. Did you take any, what did you take away out of doing that exercise by having ChatGPT create those resumes?
How similar the resumes were getting created. Like even if you ask ChatGPT to create in another template, but still it will have some similarity. Like the content will be similar. So for GPT 3.5 it will be one template. GPT 4 there's something known as bar group. So there also we can have another. So that's what we understood.
Yeah. The templates are same, then the keyword stuffing. Like if it is Python, human will. If I am writing a resume, right, I have experience in Python or something. But GPT will give all the libraries in Python. So like that, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks again. A couple of things. I thought it was really sensible to focus on those 5 key areas we're going to focus on and just focus on the resumes rather than trying to solve all the problems of the world. Keyword stuffing I thought was really, I mean, immediately went to SEO because that's how I think. I'm old fashioned.
Yeah.
But a friend of mine had a website recently got some people who it looked good, but I read it. It's like, this is because of stuffing into this optimization. A question I suppose for you, and it's maybe not a related to presentation so much. If you detect a GPT-generated resume, just the question is it wrong to use AI to generate your resumes because they're obviously more eye-catching? Or is it only wrong if you mislead inside the resume, if you lie credentials?
I can take that.
Yeah.
I think well, we all should use technology because it's there for our use and benefit. It's only going to get better from here, and definitely we should hop on the trend and take advantage of that. What comes and what is very important is the ethical usage of that. So definitely with resumes, what it happens is, all right, if you have a line in your mind, maybe you're not able to frame that sentence quite well so that it's eye-catching. So you try to frame that sentence, but the initial thought and idea is yours. Also in resume, when you put your own experiences, in AI, what people can do is if they have not worked on a particular project, they can just feed in some random details of a random project and ask AI to, okay, give me a summary of the project and act as if me, Rajdeep, has worked on the project. And AI gives amazing answer that nobody can read and say and guess like, oh, this candidate has not worked on the project. But in reality, it's a totally made up project which no one has ever worked on. So I think that is completely wrong. But the typical ethical usage of benefiting your grammar, making your resume look slightly nicer, but having the content of the resume original that is personal to you, I think all of us would agree that that's the most important.
Maybe I would like to add, like the resume we generated here using the job description we got from CDU career site. So we got it from the job published in CDU career site. So with that job description, it produced a resume. So if I'm copy pasting the same thing and submitting it, it's a kind of thing that I'm lying, right? I'm not truthful. I'm just doing. Maybe I don't have that skill, but I'm adding skill. So that is the thing. So it's a kind of fraud thing that we are doing.
You can ask suggestions to resume for resume to a ChatGPT, but you shouldn't like copy and paste.
And it will mislead the employee.
Yeah.
Which can offer at last in the productivity of the company.
Productivity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Up to the short
Yeah, I need to put it on screen. So Yeah.
Cool. So let's welcome the next group, AI.
Can you open the link? I have some link. Wait, I need to open the link.
Can show something. Can show.
Chị là chị ấn.
Hi. Any one of you here not using ChatGPT?
No.
Yes. So that's just over 2 months from the launching day. ChatGPT got over 100 million users worldwide. And we can't deny its great benefit to our daily life, productivity, but also it has some drawback. So today our group will propose a solution for AI identify. So the content will have it will have background, proposed solution, prototype, and future work. Yeah. Let's go to the next slide first. Yeah. So imagine when you go to social media and then you see all of the posts, LinkedIn posts from the government, from the school, from the organization, they all look the same. They're not touching to our heart. So when we use, since AI generated, when we go to social media, we see so many similar posts. When we look at the CV, like the statement that government state here is like they can detect the content generated by AI or by human. So we have some problem statement about the drawback of when we using AI. It makes us lazy to think. Everything we need to ask, we go to ChatGPT, go to AI, go to Google. Go to AI, ChatGPT, and it has some drawback. It's lack of creativity, lack of emotional and intelligence, and also limited in the context and the knowledge. Also leaking data, and also imagine you have IT project, you generated health data, but if you using the content generated from ChatGPT or from AI, it can have some misleading and can impact to the patient at the end. It could very impactful to their health, also maybe death.
Yeah. So and the consequence. Well, and some fake news can can have can, yeah, we can have bad reputation from the fake news and also the wrong information from the by using AI. So there are so many AI to detect AI to generate the content out there, more than 7,000, and also many tools that detect the AI content. But what is different between our application and the person one? So our teammate will talk more about that.
Yeah, thank you, JC. So due to a lot of consequences from the AI generated tools, so we propose one solution. It's called an AI identified. I don't think it's good. So we talk about the function. We have a 6 main functions from education. So the first one should be like integrate with other software and tools. So our will easily integrate with like other software like a web browser like Chrome, like Firefox, and other like Microsoft Office, like Word or Excel, so can easily detect the content from other software. And the second one is the multiple input. So we don't limit at only text. We also accept the other file containing text like PDF or image. And the third function will be real-time processing. The next one will be show the dashboard as a result. So after compare the content from input and from our database, so we will deduct the dashboard, show the results. So the content is a human made or by AI. And the next one will be friend user interface. So we develop the application so everyone can easily access and use with all the level. And the first one we especially develop a function named SR tool to have to scan the CV. So the workflow of the application will be 4 phases. The first one will be input, and after that, so after the user input the text or the file, so there will be a database and algorithm. So we're gonna compare the input and our database and user algorithm to compare and analyze the content. And the last phase will be the report. Is a dashboard showing how many percent of AI and how many percent of human. And the benefits of our solution AI identified can be cyber security improvement. So because it's an in-house development application and it's easy comply with government data policy. So we're gonna conduct regular audits. So better data protection, centralized administration, and better user interface. We're going to talk about the success likelihood of the projects. So we're going to use the die duration. So input duration, intensity, effort, and commitment from senior management, manager and employee. And after we put all the input in the calculation, so we define so this project should be like success. Yeah, and next one here, we're going to introduce about the time.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Yeah. I'll have to show.
Thank you. So here is our prototype. Sign-in. So the employee actually needs to have a employee email and password given by the department admin. So they can create a new account by themselves. So they have to get permission, and department admin has to give them the new account. So that's for the security purpose. And also when they forgot password, they need to input their email in to get, and also click to verify the captcha to verify that they are human, not a machine. So try to do that. Okay, just assume. So by designing page, here is our home page. So just similar to other AI detector tool on the market right now, so we can upload the file or simply just type in the text. And then press check. So on the right hand side, you can see we got all the detection score. So complexity score is telling us how easy what in the document can be predicted. So the higher score mean the easier the work can be predicted from model. So it mean that content has been written by AI, and the lowest score mean that content has been written by a human. And Boston score is the percentage of how many similar phrase or word has been repeated during the whole document. So low percentage score means that piece of text is being written by human, and higher or medium or high means it can be both written by human or AI, or only written by AI. And the simplicity score, meaning that measure the percentage of 100 common words in English. So AI normally give more complexity in words, so human more gonna be get higher simplicity score. And then the set length and the length indicate that human normally now have the vary on their sentence length and paragraph length, and AI is process. So let's move on. So we can integrate with other tool and web browser by choosing them from here, and other function that differentiate our app with other AI detector tool on the market now. So we can link AI tool, and then after the shortlisted process, we got all the shortlisted CVs, like for example for X position, and then when we click it, the process will automate, give us a report of the percentage of how many, like here is 20%, 70% AI generated content was found in 20 CVs. And then there's a separate score for each candidate, for each CV.
Great, thank you
So,
very much.
thank you.
Any questions?
I really liked the type that you I thought it was nice and clean and easy.
Thank you, sir.
What kinds of things helped influence the way that you came up with the design of the prototype?
So throughout all the course that we have been studying in CDU, so we have to do many projects like assignments. So many of them, including like prototype, and we get practice a lot over time. So yeah.
Yeah, look, I thought the stuff was good as well. The text checker that is that's an existing open source text checker that you've wrapped up that's in there. Is that right?
Yeah.
So
tool, yeah, the scanning tool.
yep. So do you want to talk about this?
Oh, yeah, exactly. is that a tool that is currently available that you've put a wrapper?
There are several tools available at the moment, but they are cloud version, and we built up a software as a new-in version, so cater for specific organizations like government. Yeah, because the privacy of the data, like government have a lot of data need to keep confidential, so we can't use the cloud version. At the moment, they have tons of tools out there like Zero GPT, but like our one is focus on building, so like cater for to keep the privacy of data privacy, and also we build we have the different person will have different access uh, to the feature of the software.
Humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, assuming that you're opening a website from Google Chrome. So there's when the app is activated, there's going to be a little logo here. Yep. And then once you click it, the high probability of the word that has been written by AI going to be highlighted, and also we also got the result pop up here.
And also we integrate with other software like Confluence, Slack, Chrome, with Microsoft Edge. So whenever like when you decided to turn on that, so you go to the Chrome or any website or even Confluence, you can easily see that content. How many when you click in here, you will see the result of text there. So it's very user friendly and come in handy.
Convenience.
Convenience as well.
And in the future, we want to develop more about the video and image. So that's the future work. So at the moment, we just focus on text. Yeah, but the future work, we want to build up some algorithm to like detect the video and voice. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the presentation, and we will move to the next one, which is Derek and Diamond. I think Diamond is joining online.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Derek Hong. Hong is the Cantonese pronunciation of my last name, but my legal name is Zhang. It's hard to be pronounced. And my colleague Daimo will present online. And before getting started, I would like to ask a question. Have you ever taken a bus in Australia? And what's the biggest challenge for you when taking a bus in Australia?
Knowing when the bus is going to arrive.
Yeah, as my personal aspect, as you know, I'm an international student and I'm not familiar with the rules in the city that I lived, where I just come to the Australia. So the biggest challenge for me is to knowing about where I'm arriving, where I'm approaching. So I think the biggest challenge for me is that most of route buses in Australia haven't equipped with bus announcement service. And I also know about why they didn't equip with this system. Because one of my friends is currently working for the Hanover, the only bus announcement service supplier in Australia. And I know about that. If we would like to provide bus announcement service, we need to input all of the coordinators, all of the announcements documents manually. It's a big challenge for them because they need to input all of those data one by one. Each bus order, each vehicles, they need to input those data manually. So it's a big challenge. So we should do, I think we need to come up with an AI system that can generate those announcements automatically. So this we want to do. And before coming to Australia, I have ever worked for an IT service provider that that company that company provides bus announcement service for the bus operator in my hometown, and they provide those services for more than 3,000 vehicles in my hometown. And what they do is to equip them with screens on all of the buses. Every vehicle is equipped with 2 screens, and those screens will show about we are approaching this which station. I mean, if we are approaching the children's hospital, then the screen will display we are arriving at children's hospital. This is how it works, and all the vehicles will equipped with speakers inside the cabin. And we are approaching, then the speakers will announce we are arriving at the children's hospital. This is how it works. And what does the AI do in this system? Because when I worked for that IT service supplier, I found some problems. For example, in my hometown, all the buses not only equipped with speakers inside cabin, they also equipped with some speakers outside the bus. When the bus is turning, then the speakers will announce the bus is turning left. This will make some people who are surrounding the bus to look out. And I think it's really a great accessible service to someone who are facing, I mean, who are facing eyesight impaired, eyesight impaired. And but it's facing some challenges in Australia, I think, because we all know, most of people in the Australia live in some townhouse or big large houses. They live very close to the road. So if the bus will announce outside, then this may bother their sleeping or something else. So what we should do is to use our use our use use our AI technique to identify if there is a person surrounding the bus. If there is actually a person sitting surrounding, so the bus will announce, oh, well, turning left, so be careful. If there isn't a person surrounding, so it won't announce. And another point is that in the cabin, in, in the cabin, and as we all know, most of buses in Australia are powered by diesel instead of powered by electricity. So this means all the buses will be very noisy, and it will be hard to hear about what the announcement is saying. So what we should do is to using the data science that we have ever learned last semester, use those techniques to identify if it's noisy enough. So if it's really noisy enough, we will higher the volume automatically to make sure everyone who is taking the bus to hear about the announcement clearly. This is what we want to do. And my colleague Betty will talk about our revenue models. Thank you so much.
And then is not answering the Teams. I call her fine. Sorry, you can continue. You can continue.
Yep. Sorry, my colleague is offline now, and I will continue.
Finance analysis.
And about our revenue model, well, I think what we can do is to provide both hardware and software to all of those bus operators who want to choose us. And what we will do is to provide their screens as hardwares. And those screens will not only display the announcement, not only display we are arriving which stop, but will also display a couple of commercial advertisements. So this is the income that we can create. And I think this will help our government to lower the budget, to lower their pressure, I think. And this will also make these surveys to become sustainable. So I think this is the most important. And in my hometown, as the set the company that I have ever worked for as an example, the income comes from those commercial advertisements is quite high. It can make the government even do not provide budget for the bus operator. They can run all of those surveys just based on those commercial advertisements, and those commercial advertisements not only about income, they can also provide a very budget opportunity for those small business owners. This is a great chance for them to broadcast their service. So this is the business model that I want to introduce. And if you want to know more further technical details, we will be able to hand out a very detailed report. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I ask you, where is your hometown?
Oh, in the southeast of China.
Southeast Australia.
South.
Okay. Easy. So I was interested that I like the fact that if we use AI volume, what I was worried about is if the bus is too loud, it's going to make the sort of the sound system.
Actually, this is a technique that we have already applied in my hometown. Yeah.
Okay. Apart from that, I thought it was, the concept is good for visual impairment as well, and I can see where you may be able to use some of that advertising revenue to offset the cost of the bus as well.
Oh, sorry, I forgot one point. Very, very sorry. And I have ever mentioned that one of my friends is working for the Hanover, the only bus announcement service supplier in Australia. The biggest challenge for them is to input those data manually, vehicles by vehicles. So what we want to do is to generate those announcements automatically. I mean, we will input all the stock data into a database, and then when the bus is coming into this suburb, for example, when the bus is coming to the Casuarina suburb, then all of the data about this suburb will be activated. And I have ever studied in Brisbane, and I know about some bus routes in Brisbane will change their operating route during the night because of some safety concern, and this is very common in Australia. So facing these issues, this system will automatically change the announcement data based on the time that the bus is operating. It will save a lot of working hours to input those data manually, workers by workers. Yeah, thank you so much.
A lot, and we will have one more group to go, which is the text comparison website by Kim and Zanadi. Slides in this 2023.
All right. Oh, good. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Yep, we are from Content Checker. I'm Mr. Ali, and she's my partner for team member, which is Kim. Today we're gonna bring about web, which is with the name Content Checker. But beforehand, we're gonna focusing about why we want to make this Content Checker. First thing first, we know AI everywhere now. Everyone easy to get it, to approach the AI to do it, grab any information that you need from there. And because of the creativity of a software developer, they create any kind. Even you need coding to do your own website, you wanna get the answer easily from them. But however, there's effort from all of the good things for the student. They can grab the brainstorming, they can grab the idea to do the assignment instead of they are cheating on it. But on the other hand, by having a ChatGPT or AI that available in the internet, it's gonna be create that people become rely on the AI. Everything we ask AI to do it, and then even make people to just copy and paste your assignment and all your work. Or for example, you want to create your own CV, you all just directly go to the AI to do it. Well, beforehand, we did some testing or a trial from the AI that can do the check for the content. So we do the test, or we taking one. We give a question to the ChatGPT. What is AI? And then they generate the text, and then we copy to the four of these AI, and then the text, and then it produces a different result. Two of them say it's probably an AI, probably is human, and two of them is say that it's probably it's 100% is used by AI. Well, and then we copy from a paper, research paper from Google Scholar, and then we copy to the four of these detectors. Three of them say is a 0% AI, which is almost human made, and then this one is showing up that say probably low human probability of the AI, and then it's read like an AI. So we are coming up with our aim to prevent plagiarism, maintain the authenticity, and then we want to maintain a fairness on the scoring. For example, if our lecturer or our school provide the teacher or the lecturer to use the hacker to check all the students' work, if it is 100% human being, and they showing up like this, it's gonna cause unfairness to the while you do the checker. So our approach for our content checker is we can in the side of the website we can compare document with each other. For example, if we want to test the similarity between a student, we can do it there. And then we can put our student document and the requirement of the task. For example, we have marking rubrics. We can put it in there, and then we can compare. Is it supposedly they do the works like marking rubrics or not, which is we can know, oh, maybe this kid is getting the answer from the AI. And then this one, our mockup page, we can scan the barcode and then we're gonna get our website. But I will show the function and requirement. First thing first, similar, the comparison, what we're going to use on the website, we can compare student works or CV or any requirement. And then it's going to produce the assign the confidential percentage, score percentage. It's not only the score, but it's going to show up the percentage. How about the privacy and the data? Well, I'm going to talk about the privacy on our website. Well, this is our interface of our website. You can create our account. Overall, for the user, we have to create our account first because this one, our aim is to want to work together with an institute or department. They're going to hiring us to use this app, this website, so we can create the account. It's going to pop up. You can input your name, your email, and the password. You can sign up, and then you can log in to the page. This one is the full function. On the top, new content, save content, compare, and report. I will explain it quickly. First thing first, we can attach our file on our page. And then it's going to, for example, we already have our page, our file. We can click it strictly. And then it's going to pop up. This is your file. If you want to have another file, you can click it on this one. And then you can compare it. It's going to produce how many percent of the identical of your file between each other. Well, we can save our report. They're going to ask you, you want to save it? Yes. If you, after you save it, you're going to solve on your report function. This is your file that you've been saved. And then it's plagiarism pop out 100%. This is similar one because we do the test with the similar one. If you want to see the report clearly, it's going to explain to you. Plagiarism tag is 100%. This one is submitted paper. And then AI contact that. Instead of using our own database, we want to work with 3 of these. GPT-0, undetectable AI, and a complex. Instead of we create our own, because we want to make a different score for them overall, and use this function to do it. And then, number you want to add our keywords. For example, we want hiring employees. We have our own requirement of the employees. We can input our requirement in here, and it's going to show your comment. What is it? This paper shows a significant machine percentage is 100% and almost 85% content is generated by AI. So instead, we want to create easy user interface for the everyone can be use it. And then about the privacy, as I'm talking in the past, on the privacy, because we require the user to save their data on our system. I just need them. We want to collect only the email and the password only instead of any other data. And then for the data retention, because we have to keep the report. For example, we upload our data. We're gonna keep on our database. We're using a Firebase storage, which is for now we're using it for free because in the future, if we want to work together, we can upgrade the storage service. And then for the data retention, because we are using it for not as long-term data. For example, we want to collect student submission, which is this only needed for a whole semester. And then after that, we can delete it as a user. And then our data storage is going to delete it at all. As a we follow the data retention is maximum is 2 years. We try to follow up with the data retention rule in Australia, which is only 2 years. And then we want to do the audit and update security measure. Always update on our system to getting better website. I think that's all about our website. Thank you.
Well, I really like the idea of testing which AIs were the most accurate, and then actually trying aggregating them and almost having an over AI that sort of compares and combines those scores, which is going to give you statistically a higher level of accuracy as well. So it's quite a clever way to do it as well. That's great, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I liked that your interface took that into account, so it was able to show that comparison as well. I thought that was a really intelligent way for someone to receive the information that your tool presents and then make a decision about what they might do next. So I thought that was really, really good. With the plagiarism checker, does that just compare with the document that you provide, or can it do a more general plagiarism check?
Yep. So we do comparison. In here, we can put our own text. We can choose whether is it a text or file, or you have your own keywords only. We can add it in. So for example, we add our own text, and then another answer from, for example, is it AI? From we asking for AI for that answer, we adding in here, and then we want to add more slot, we can add it in more, and then we can put another file. So the comparison not only for two files or two text or two keywords, so we can compare a lot of things, and then we can produce we can compare. After we compare, we can keep all the data in a safe report.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation, and the website is really amazing. And sorry for that, we still have one more individual presenter, and that's the last one for today. So let's welcome Yi.
Good afternoon, everyone. And this is my website, mycodework.com. And from 1 to 10 is basically about the design of my website. The first one is the home page with carousel slide. And the second page is a dynamic collection page with pagination. And the third one is about a dynamic product page with carousel slide and add to cart button and pop-up model. And that is a cart page. Number 5, check out the page. Number 6, sign-in page. Number 7, contact page. And number 8, so design about the stick navigation bar. Number 10 is about responsive mobile pages. And
yeah, it's like just putting the website in. You can see what the website looks like in real life.
And about AI inspection, and I think there are three aspects about AI. And the first one is we can use AI to gather and analyze customer data to personalize the sales advertisement. Second one is about fraud detection. And AI plays a vital role in the securement about the payment transactions. And the third one is about product display. You can try product online by adding your sales information, or you can use AI generated model to display product. And now let's you might introduce more.
You might be questioning what does have to do with AI? You just marketing you're buying online, like e-commerce, right? And here's company exciting. Because new startup company, the first thing I need to think about is how to take care of money, how to take care of me, my company, how to take care of my people, right? So I have to try a trading part. That's where the money coming from. But what's the AI coming through the place? Because I don't want to be the same as anyone else. Because everybody was focusing on how to develop a new tool, like how to detect kind of the AI detector, right? So now we have biggest AI called GPT, and instead of doing investment in tools, because it's all fixed, you have to spend a lot of money, a lot of investment in this technology. But instead of that, I think about doing a platform. So I think human is more important than AIs because we are really the ones of AIs. So I'll be thinking like human resources. They can hire people. Why can't we have a new career in